brothers and subsisters, welcome back to Subsistence. I'm EkkiThump. You join me at the end of a day that you didn't get to see because I forgot to push record. But I'm just going to nip out here and grab this crate. If I give you a very quick tour of what we did yesterday. So, managed to get quite a lot of wooden nails yesterday. So we've got another leg of like the struts on the guard tower completed. There's another crate here, it's fantastic. I'm going to grab that. We are out of tomatoes once again. I'm hoping that they will finish growing overnight. They're very nearly done. Just waiting to see how they come out. And let's grab this. The big thing we did yesterday was managed to get the refinery, the power upgrade on that done, which has taken the output requirements of that down quite significantly. From, remember this was 0.5, it's now 0.37, which is a big saving. That's the same as, basically the same as installing 2 entire new solar panels. So with the fridge is off at the moment because I've used both of the stakes that were in there. We can't obviously sustain it overnight. We've still got too much power going out. I mean, we couldn't actually sustain even the refinery on its own because that like outdrains the BCU. So we've still got to be a bit careful, especially when we start adding extra lenses in there. But everything seems to be going well. In fact, the crop of tomatoes is done already. Fantastic. Let me grab all these up. And we'll just make sure the boys get one. Hopefully last until morning. In fact, let's fill it up. Why be stingy? One more. Let's see if I've got any tomato seeds laying around. I don't think I have, sadly. Apart from this one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So it leaves me with 6 tomatoes. Let's go straight back in there. Some of that magic animal fertilizer. Let's see if that's enough to fill the bar. It is easily. So that goes in there, that goes in there, tomatoes go in there. Blueberry, I will. Gotta make sure the water stays up on the fertilizer, but that should be alright. Do the boys need any water? They could probably do with a bottle. So could I, so I'm going to make myself a berry water if there's any water left. There is. Just get a little bit hairy sometimes. Of eggs. One more, why not? Power is fine, let's drop all this off. So, goals for today, we are back on power upgrades. Back on power upgrades, back on the usual route. Should do the fridge next, I think. So, I'm just producing some copper fragments, and we've got a ton of iron ore which I'm going to start refining when the sun comes up. There is no way you're getting to me, Mr. Wolf. You can huff and puff all you like, but this game is not coded to allow you to blow my house in. So, big news for the YouTube channel. Reached 300 subscribers today, which is excellent news. The channel is more or less a year old. I think probably just over a year old now. I'm still amazed I got over 100, to be honest. 300 is just beyond all expectation. So hooray for me and hooray for you. Thanks for sticking with me for so long. Should be plenty more stuff to come. Probably in the upcoming year I'll be trying a couple of genres other than the same old voxel survival games. I know I'm intending to play the hell out of XCOM 2 War of the Chosen when that comes out. So I'll imagine I will let's play that. And we'll see what else comes up. You never know. There's a few games I'm interested in. Don't really want to get into any RPGs or anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see. So that said, I'm probably just going to wait out the night, and then tomorrow morning we'll go and get wood, get nails, keep refining, keep building, all that good stuff. So fade to black, and I will see you in a minute. Wakey wakey rise and shine, it's time to get out there. Did I see the glow of a fire just then? No. Perhaps not. Anyway, let's get moving. We made a lot of progress today. I want to make a... Well, we made a lot of progress yesterday, I should say. And the day that I didn't get to film. I want to make a lot more progress today. So, how did that copper do overnight? We are getting there. 15 lumps. If we can get up to 18, that's all the copper we need to do this. Then we start refining iron. Do I have any already saved up? No. Oh, I've got 4 bits here actually. Tell a lie. Let's drop that back in there. Let's also drop this gunpowder and our casings back in here. 16. Ooh, 16 and 4. I think that might be enough. Let's double check that. More than enough, in fact. Okay, let's switch over to iron. Is that all the iron ore I've got left? Only 78? Only 78 iron? My god. This should be fine. Once the solar panels kick in, we are actually sustaining 0.61 pretty easily. In fact, we've got a pretty decent surplus built up. So that's fine. I can keep going. We're almost in a position to do another hunter base assault. I'm just looking out for a few more rifle bullets. Or actually, saying that, I've probably got another bullet's worth of stuff here. I have. So we need basically another 7 ammo casings, and then I think we'll be ready to kick off another assault. For now, let's drop this copper back in here. Go out and chop some wood. How did you do overnight? You're doing okay. You're doing okay. There we are. Keep the home fires burning, of course. Keep the fertilizer flowing. If we can get a bit ahead of the game in terms of fertilizer and water, but also tomato seeds, of course. I would like to get another farm going, but I don't think at the moment I can afford to convert all of my tomatoes into seeds, because the thing is, I've kind of put myself in a little bit of a bind, because I need to use like half the tomato crop to actually feed the animals and feed myself. If I didn't do that, I could take all of the crop and take all of the seeds and have 2 planters of tomatoes going, but then I wouldn't be able to keep up with the fertilizer, because I wouldn't be feeding the animals, so I wouldn't be getting the magic animal fertilizer, and I'd be purely relying on the wood burner, which doesn't produce enough, I don't think, for 2 beds. So it's a case of whether I can at some point scrounge up enough tomato seeds out of cases, like supply crates. If I can get enough spare ones to get a second bed of tomatoes going. Also, I question whether I'd have enough water as well. That's the tricky thing. And of course, we need another grow light. So there would be quite an investment to get 2 beds going. Well, we wouldn't need another grow light, but then we wouldn't really have 2 crops going. We just have 1.5. So it was pretty good down here yesterday, so I'm betting it will be completely bare today. But we'll take a look, go up to the water. Oh. We guessed right. I think. Oh, here we go. Show me some rifle bullets. That's all I can. Well, or shotgun shells, I suppose. But rifle bullets mainly. No. One casing. One casing's a start. If we found 7 more crates like that today, that would be enough. Some blueberries. Blueberries is a nice find. Of course, we need to keep up with the fruit and veg. So I was going to check whether the chickens eat the protein bars. I don't think they do. It seems to be the case in the game that they're coded to eat only like pure fruit and veg items, which does seem a little bit strange. I mean, I'm a city boy in real life. I don't know what a chicken eats. For all I know, a chicken could eat chocolate on a real farm. But I was under the impression that they'll eat like mealworms and grubs and worms and stuff. Like they're insectivores basically, aren't they? Chickens, given the choice. I'm sure they do eat like whatever crap the farmer gives them, corn and stuff. But I'm pretty sure they're not entirely herbivorous. But then again, what do I know? As I say, I'm a complete city boy. I've never kept a chicken. I've met a chicken a couple of times. There's some hunters by the lake shore over there. That's interesting. They were actually there yesterday as well. They've not moved their camp overnight like they usually do. I don't think they do anything in the lake. I don't think they actually go into the lake. But them being there makes me not want to go down and look for kelp in case they take umbrage. We'll keep going for this plant, although we don't really need to as well. I'm gonna, if I see any, I'm going to hunt rabbits just to keep building up the stockpile of food. We are incredibly well off for protein. See, there's a rabbit, but I don't think it's even worth chasing him. We've got protein bars aplenty. We've got a massive stockpile of eggs built up. We've got another protein bar there. We've also got 2 ammo casings out of a supply crate, which is really good. In fact, we've got another rifle bullet there, so we only need 4 more ammo casings, and then the day after this we'll be ready for a hunter base assault. Now the assault on the 3rd hunter base is going to be tricky. We can't, that's a nice crate, we can't see their base from ours, basically. We can see a little bit of it. We may get lucky and have one of them wander into a place where we can get a shot, but in general I wouldn't bank on it. So we're going to have to think of a different way of pulling them to us, because I still want to follow the same tactic. You know, I want to open fire from a distance, pull them towards the guard tower where there's a lot of like easy cover, duck and weave from there, maybe get a bear to help out again. Bish bash, job done. Also, I only need 3 more nails so I can get my 4 walls done for the day. Some very nice loot past couple of days, including the day you didn't see. We've got tons of nails. We've got, ooh, rabbit. Okay, don't run away, Mr. Rabbit. And don't go behind the fucking tree either. It's okay, we'll get him when he comes out. No, we won't, because he's going downhill then. Oh, there he is. I see the health bar. Oh, no, he caught our scent. And he's away. He's off down there somewhere. Must have got a fraction too close there. Can still get this guy though. Let's wait and see if he stops moving. Nice. Dead on the money. I say I don't need this, but I've not spent any resources on making arrows recently. I just keep finding them. Just now and then in crates. So I might as well use them. Because there is still that thing in the game where unbutchered, dead, small game never goes bad. So it's a decent stock of like cookable backup protein, just in case somehow we run out of protein bars and eggs and can't hunt any animals. But that's what this game's all about, isn't it? It's getting ahead of the game, stockpiling, making sure you've got enough stuff not just to survive for one day, but to survive for several days of bad luck. Okay, let's... we just need to find one, ideally just one more construction crate would do for the day. I wouldn't say no to a few more ammo crates, of course. But, what's that? That's approaching afternoon, or like approaching noon. We might as well make this a regular loot run. Follow the line of the mountains. Am I... Ooh, I'm very low on fruit and veg. I want to save that berry in case we find some water. Let's just walk for a bit. No, I think we're fine. Actually, that wolf's going away. That's fine. We can take this, which is not a blueberry, just fibre. Never mind. This is also just fibre. I just want to keep one blueberry in my back pocket, as it were. Just in case we do find a bottle of water I can mix it with. Oh, look at that. There's a glow stick effect on the ground. What happened here? This is not the first time we've seen this. I wonder if this is where some rogues were camping overnight. Or maybe this is where I died that time in the Deathloop episode. Maybe the ground is stained forever with shards of exploded glow stick. Oh, there's the other lake. Let's check that out. Maybe I can stuff some seaweed in my face, keep the fruit and veg up just a little bit. So there are 3 lakes on the map, I think. And we now know where 2 of them are. Well, I say know where they are, but we've seen 2 of them. Kelp, just straight off the lake bed into my belly. Oh, I saw another one there. Nom 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 nom. Any port in a storm. This stuff has got to be absolutely gross. No, it says kelp, but it's really just seaweed, isn't it? I've never eaten seaweed. Apparently it is actually, well, it's relatively nice. It's basically like lettuce, isn't it? It's just fancy lettuce. Never eaten it myself, but apparently it is quite tasty. But that's after it's been prepared and it's not like covered in slime and fish shit and Christ knows what else. Like fresh off the bottom of a lake. But when you gotta eat, you gotta eat. Okay, I think we've harvested that particular crop. Let's get back onto the trail. Oh, more copper. Is it? Yes, it is. More copper, great. Where's home again? That way. North is roughly this way. Well, north. Mountain woods. Ooh, that's not a lot crate, that's just a crate. Let's see what we've got in there. Oh, there you go. What did I tell you? A bottle of water. Mix it up, drink it down. Did I see something over there? Apart from that wolf? No? No, maybe not. I do see a plant here. I imagine it's just... Oh, that guy's gone. Definitely. Weren't stealthy enough to catch him. Okay, and here's the yellow grass. So we are roughly back on the right route. I see a crate under there. That's a lock crate anyway, so no point going for that. Lock crates sadly remain a rare treat because we're using all that iron and power for just way too many other things. I do see a rabbit over there. That's hardly worth getting excited about though. Not a lot else going on though. What time is it? Oh, damn it, the nails are completely dried up. All I need is like 3 more and I can get 4 walls done. I would ideally like to get 5 because I think 5 will allow me to complete another strut. So if we got another bonanza, 1 more bonanza construction crate, and that would do it. And then I could just chop my way back home. There's another lock crate, Jesus. Oh, and there's another lake. So there's all 3 of them. Oh, so close as well. 1 more ammo casing, I think. Yeah, it is worth going into. Kelp it up. It's all organically grown. Just as God intended. Right. I've got to keep popping back up to the surface because there's no O2 timer, you just suddenly start taking damage. Yeah, see, I just about got back to the surface before I started dying. There's a bit sticking out the side of the rock there. And that's some good foraging. We've basically recovered an entire fruit and veg bar just based on like crap we've salvaged from the wild. And there we go. It's more or less entirely full up again. Oh, there's more copper. What's going on with this stuff? Right. Oh, there's the bandage. 5 left. Could it be? No, it couldn't. More gunpowder, but that's exactly not what we needed. Well, that's the fence. So I guess we'll head homewards. If we see any more loot, we'll grab it. Otherwise, we've got a decent amount of stuff we can work with. It's bare. Oh, look, there's a construction crate, I think. So 13 nails is the target. 13 nails, and the crate contains 5. But that's 4 walls, 8 more nails. Still only perhaps 1 crate away. That's that crate? No, that's just ferns. Fucking ferns. I think we can. Well, we can't sneak past this bear, but we can outrun him. Here we go. The conga line of predators again. We've got plenty of stamina at least. Just... Ooh, there's a crate. Better stop chasing me. Oh, shit, missed. I warned you. I'm not even bleeding. Oh, I am bleeding. That's funny, I didn't get the indicator. Okay, well, we're out of shells. But we've got plenty of that magnum ammo left. Where's that crate? There it is. Oh, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, so it looks like we're doing a base raid tomorrow. We'll just have to make sure I've got enough bandages and med kits. Or medical, whatever they're called. First aid kits. Speaking of which, I really should give myself a little pick-me-up right now, just to be doubly sure that we actually get all this loot home with us. Let's go and grab this plant. Why not? Okay, well, it looks like we're turning the fridge back on again when we get back. Yeah, reload. Come on. Reload. There you go. Yeah, extra even. What do we have here? Nothing I care about, I don't think. Oh, I'm going to be careful around here. I'll take our usual avoidance route up the hill. Well, 4 walls would do. 4 walls is kind of my semi sort of target for a day. Really was hoping to get 5 today though, because that would be one entire strut, like completed. And if we have to leave it at 4, I don't think we're gonna have enough. Oh, could it be? Come on, looking great. Yeah, there we go. 5, fantastic. Okay, we need wood now. Let's just make sure we drop off all this stuff. Oh, there's a crate even under the guard tower. Brilliant. Oh, and a shell. How did you know, game? How did you know? Oh. 28 iron. Not bad. How much iron did we need? 45. So that's got to keep going for a little while yet. Right. What goes in here? That goes in there. Is that it? That's it, I think. Meat and liver goes in there. Just go and chop a few logs to keep that going. Lock crate. Not interested in lock crates. That's 6 logs. That should be enough. Keeping the rabbits in the scrap metal box for now, because why not? Cordage goes in there, fibre goes in there, nails. Let's see, so we need minimum of 2 more rifle rounds. And 1 more for good luck, I guess. Cloth, biofuel, feathers, plants, logs can go in there. Already carrying too much pistol ammo again. Actually, I don't think this will work, but let's just check whether the chickens will eat protein bars. They will, surprisingly enough. Interesting, okay. Anyway, they are running out of water and mostly food. Well, I wasn't honestly expecting that. I was under the impression that they only ate fruit and veg, so the more you know. I believe it was Manitoba and Misanthrope once again who suggested that, so thank you very much. You want another tomato, don't you? How are they doing? They're cooked. Was that cooked? Was that slightly cooked? No, that's cooked. Let's eat that one. And that one. I'll eat one of the tomatoes and you lot can have the other one. You will also need a great deal of water. Jesus Christ. Okay, I've got plenty of water, that's fine. Two bottles. Should do ya. Tomatoes. Oh, Jesus Christ, you're out of water and bloody hell. And have some poo. Good. Got that there. Okay, logs. I need lots of logs quite quickly. Is this tree back yet? It is not. Oh shit, I'm not going to make it, am I? It's going to be bloody nightfall again by the time I've got enough logs. If I was going to make 5 walls, I would need 40 logs, and the sun is that low. I don't think we're going to make that. Let's just gather as many as we can. Planks, 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 planks. So, it's getting a bit dicey just to be out here now. Come on, come on. Logging against the clock here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not a chance. Look, there's no way we're going to get 20. We've got 8 so far. Even if I did have enough planks, I wouldn't feel safe standing outside putting them up in this level of darkness. So I guess we'll just go back to base and call it a day there. So, yeah, sadly no building done today, but we did gather a lot of stuff. And it looks like tomorrow we're all set for Hunter Base Assault number 3, which should be an interesting one because we're going to have to switch up our tactics a little bit. So let's go and have a look in the darkness, because we can go outside in the darkness now, thanks to our fancy new clothes. So that is Hunter Base number 2. Number 3 is fucking over there somewhere. Yes. You can't even see their campfire. I can just about see a bit of blue glow on the ground where there's a hunter moving around. There's their lights. So you can see what we're probably going to have to do actually is go up to the edge of the ledge there and see if we can get a shot on them. And then just run back round here. It's like as soon as we get a hit, just fucking peg it while they're coming around and running up the ledge, and just hoping we can make it back to base in time. In order to get in there, up here, round there, up the ledge, and take them on from our safe spot. So this will be very much a final boss fight. Or, you know, we could get lucky and one of those idiots could just wander across my line of fire right there. But I wouldn't bank on that happening. Jeez, it's actually like it's quite brightly coloured out there, isn't it? It's like a bloody rave going on. Alright, anyway, that's all for next time. Looks like we're all set to go with base raid number 3, and then we've got the materials just about on hand to do the power upgrades on the fridge, after which I think I will be adding on the final solar panel and then starting the upgrades on those. That's all to come. Anyway, so I do hope you join me for that. For now, that's been Subsistence. I've been EkkiThump. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more gameplay of this game, and I'll see you next time.